Hello everyone, welcome back. Water's not quite ready. How is everyone doing? So we're going in a different comfort food direction for myself tonight. Welcome in, Kip. How we doing, Penguin? Happy to see you, Will. It's almost like I forgot how to make coffee. It's been almost 2-3 days since I've had coffee in the house. Thank you, Kip. It is coffee time. Start by washing out our filter. Two or 3 days, Kip. Though I will admit it's mostly out of my own laziness on this one. No, I just didn't feel like going to the store special for it. That's just in general with eggs. Everyone does eggs differently. Doesn't matter if it's egg salad or how you like your, whether you prefer them scrambled, sunny side, over easy, poached. I am usual as a fan of mustard, and so my egg salad is going to be probably a bit heavier on the mustard than the mayo. Horseradish doesn't sound bad, but I can see it easily overpowering everything. Yeah. I have gotten to the point where I like only a couple different types of beans. And unfortunately, these days, those beans are only available in the stores that I don't go to that often or I don't want to spend a ton of money in. And so, at least lately, my coffee trips have been either I'm going to one of the big stores that's a big distance away from where I am, or, yeah, I'm shopping somewhere I don't really... It's a special trip, or... If you don't preheat your mug for your coffee, I highly suggest you try it. It is very enjoyable. I very much am addicted to preheating my mugs now. It's off on my guess of where to place it. Trying to work on the focus here. Like it jumps from. I think that's about the best I'm gonna get there. Cheers, folks. Welcome in. All right, starting with onions and mushrooms tonight. Wait, but mushrooms. I'm just gonna give them a fresh cut. Make sure the stems aren't too long.
I don't know how many I'm going to use for this tonight. Look at the stem on that honker. And then slices with some thickness to them. Not razor thin. I might end up doing this whole thing because this is going to end up being about a quarter of its size once it's sauteed, properly seared. I'm going to take some time with these because we're going to have to take some time to cook the onions and try and get a good sear on all these and get some nice brown color on all of them. You know, I think I'm going to throw some mushrooms in with the roasted veggies tonight. I started thinking of doing... I still got some of that broccoli and cauliflower. I don't know how it's looking. But we got some carrot. We got some other stuff around. Welcome in, Bun Buns. Open-faced sandwiches to me are almost comfort food. Turkey, beef, ground beef like tonight, whatever. I am not quite sure. I am doing pretty damn good tonight. I got coffee back in the house. And I think I'm happy about tonight's dinner too. I'm sort of psyched. It worked for you, Bun Buns? Darn it. I have to get a water glass. I don't know when that water was from. Probably this morning and I just forgot it, but... Oh, definitely this morning. Cheers, folks. That's not water. So I'm going to throw a little bit of onion in there. I've already got a little bit in there. And decent pinch of mushrooms. And this is going to be the start of our veggie mix. Let's see if this cauliflower and broccoli is still usable. It's on the edge, but waste not, want not. The cauliflower may be done for. I have no idea what the science is, but it's quite amazing what they have done in recent years with carbonation and the ability to give things flavors and entirely different, I don't know, mouthfeel. It's like I've talked before about clean kombucha. I'm not a big kombucha drinker, I'll drink it here and there. And clean is sort of different from most of the other ones in that this is not a sales pitch, this is not. It's the carbonation on it is very close. It makes it taste almost identical to a domestic draft beer. And with the fruit flavors and stuff that they're getting these days, which I would not be shocked if it's some sort of fermentation thing. Alright, we'll leave it with that. The rest of that is bye-bye. Actually, that's going to go too. Oh, we can just toss this in. The rest of the veggies. Good luck on that one. I really, and I don't say that, it sounded like I meant that a little cynically, I guess, but it's more that I just really have no clue. And I'm trying to cut these so that they'll roast about the same amount of time. Eyeballing it. What kind of pear sauce? Like, someone says pear sauce to me, as you just did there, and I just think Asian. But it could be just a sweet pear, it could be, I don't know, it could be all sorts of things. Well, that matters too. Like, you can make plums and jellies out of all sorts of stuff that is nowhere near compared to what your normal fruit is. Like, you can do it with much lower yields. Where if you've got, like, even, is it in my backyard? I think it was in my neighbor's, and I think it's down now. But there used to be a tree in the back that was a plum, but it was, the fruit on it was so incredibly small. It is not what you would think at all when it comes to the word plum. And, or crab apple trees, you can have crab apple jam, but you're not going to, eat crab apples as apples. And in fact, I'm sure some of the best ones out there are things that you wouldn't think are like fruits that you would eat. Like, you're like, really? From that? You just need a gazillion of them. I didn't exactly do that the most efficient way, but we're here either way. Alright, we're going to season all of these and get these all happy and ready to go in the oven when we want to start roasting them.
Thank you for the follow, Rainbow. Bo. All right, little cayenne for a little heat. Oh, that was chili, sorry. That works too. Paprika. Let's do some actual cayenne though too. Just a hint of cumin. We got onions in there, so I don't need onion. We'll use some garlic powder in there. Hey, Cosmic, welcome in. A little bit of soy sauce. A little splash of Worcestershire sauce. Worcestershire sauce. It's like I gotta train myself, or I'm trying to train myself every time I say that word. And I say it as 3 words typically. Salt. MSG. And pepper. I am almost debating honey in there, and it would work lovely, but some lemon juice would work lovely in there. All right, so that's ready to go whenever we want to go, because that's going to take 40 minutes to roast. So let's time that for 40 minutes at the end. Over here on the stove, oil, and then back to the cutting board because I still have one more thing to prep. Are you eating pineapple pizza buns? Why not?
Idea here is not necessarily that I need these potatoes cut down this small, but I don't want giant pieces of skin, but I still want to leave the skin in. So, I mean, the skin's got, in general rule with veggies, the skin's got the most nutrients. General rule, not always true. But do you want all those goodies in the skin versus just throwing them away and doing extra work to throw them away? Instead, I'll do a little extra work to just make sure that they're not too big.
Water to cover. Alright, so those are ready to go when we're ready for them. Back over to the stove here and we'll get our onions and mushrooms going. High heat in both of these pans, at least to get them warmed up. I wonder if I could create another scene. That a little bit better of a zoom here.
Awesome, just what I needed in another scene. Alright, I'm going to take that flame down quite a bit now. Now that that pan is nice and hot. Get those onions going. Oh, camera. No. I need to get more small spoons like this one. Been going too long with just this one this size. I got a whole bunch of other ones that I bought in hopes of matching up with this one, but that ain't happening anytime soon. I've turned the flame off over here, so yes, I realize it's smoking without looking at chat. We'll hit those onions with a bit of salt. And then only a portion of our mushrooms here. So we're not overcrowding the pan. So we're searing them instead of steaming them. Hey, I actually used my tongs. I apologize for what's going on here with the audio. I think that fixed it. I actually get to use my tweezers tonight. I get to be a tweezer chef tonight. I'm flipping these a bit early, but that's because they're already starting to cup a bit. And I want to keep them flatter in order to get better color. So we'll have to flip them a couple of times. I'm not used to using tweezers, as you can tell. Actually, I think I'd probably be better with chopsticks. Like, they have, like, chef's chopsticks that are much larger. You can typically add some water to this process to help that out. Okay, I think I'm gonna switch change the focus on this permanently too, since it's in one place typically. And I'm just gonna switch over this real quick just to help with the focus a little bit. Nope, just all the way out. Okay. Oh hey, it might be nice if I put a flame back under this. So all that color that I got there was entirely just because the pan was still hot. Here. Now we're starting to get back into proper sizzle territory with this. Thank you for the follow. Onions are steaming along nicely on their way to caramelization. You can actually add a little water. This has still got enough moisture in it that I'm okay with it, but if your onions dry out immediately when they're cooking, you can add some moisture in there to help them along. You can add some liquid in there. Sorry for using words that upset people. And we're still working on searing some of our mushrooms. Welcome, man. We also got chilling here some veggies seasoned up and mixed up with some oil, a little soy sauce, some Liam Birkins. And then we got potatoes ready to go for mashed potatoes. Feeling pretty good tonight. Just relaxing. Chill night, dinner at home. I'm not normally a tweezer chef. I was making fun of myself for using them earlier. Working on getting some of that golden brown going. You know, I think I might open that bottle tonight. We'll see how this goes. It was a bit heavy maybe for this, but got a Zinfandel that's been sitting in the living room for a couple months now. See how we're looking here on color. Maybe a little bit more. Some of the thinner ones can come out now. It's going to take a little while here to cook our onions down to beautiful caramelized goodness. I'll probably use this pan for the sauce, so these will eventually make their way over here. Getting some nice golden brown color. A little bit of salt in there. These will probably brown up a little bit quicker than that first batch because if you remember, I let the pan go, and so I put them in there and they were cooking nicely, but it was only because the pan was still hot and I didn't have a flame underneath it anymore. Let's take a look at those mushrooms. Give them a flip. Even if they're not fully as brown as I want at this point, like I said with the last batch, they're gonna cup, so turning them is gonna help flatten them out a bit. Again, very much not a tweezer chef as I bumble along trying to slowly flip these. Probably be a lot better with just using a fork. But I chose these and I'm going to stick to it. Mostly because I don't want to clean something else. So this is Earthquake from Zinfandel. Earthquake Zinfandel from Lodi. It's up there in alcohol. It's a 15.5%. Rooted in sustainability. What a useless term. When it comes to wine, at least. Nice, deep, dark red. It's clearer than some other ones. It's certainly not, like, cloudy either. Smells lovely. As usual with Zinfandels, we get a little bit of that funkier end in a bit. That's yummy. That has almost no... Oh, it's got some tannin to it. It's going to dry out the back of your throat after a little bit. But the acidity completely outweighs any. There's not a lot of spice. There's not a lot of barrel spice or pepperiness or... which you'll sometimes get with Zins. Does have a bit of spice as it lingers. Almost gets spicier on the finish. We get the chase scene going on with the music right now. Ha 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 ha. Oh, dad joke. Oh, dad joke. Nice brown color on all of these now to look lovely, and with our... I'm browning all of these nicely, and then I'm going to put them into a gravy sauce, so we'll see how much this actually shows up. I'm sure it will do wonders to the flavor, though. Yeah. It's a cutesy joke, but it's forced in my mind. Like, the last one was better. Like, there was no, like, made-up words going on. That's right, folks. I have standards to my dad jokes.
What was your joke? I don't remember if you told it to me or not, but I don't think you've told it to chat. Oh. I don't think you've told me that one. Yes, calendar, it's time to take out the trash. And if you live in California, it's now time to check and update your health insurance. I'm sure, Bun Buns. That one caught me a little out in left field. I wasn't expecting that. Especially after the dad jokes. Oh, it wasn't that harsh of a joke. It was, like I said, it was just unexpected. We are at the point that I might add some liquid in there. Get that to continue cooking down. Not a lot, maybe a tablespoon or two. And I'm going to slightly turn up the heat there. I don't know if that qualifies as a joke either. I mean, that's more of like a, I don't know, maybe there's something I'm missing there. Maybe there's a swoosh. Yeah, this is yummy.
I was expecting this to be more of a heavy hitter than this. I think this is going to be amazing with dinner tonight. Oh, they're not even... We're just getting started with these babies. They haven't even started to color. I was expecting the mushrooms to take forever, but we're basically done with the mushrooms. I'm waiting on the onions. So if anyone's lurking out there right now and listening at the moment, what do you think? Is it better that I just set the focus on these, on the two cameras that are sort of fixed? Or should I have left it where they're auto-focusing and out of focus like half of the time? I think this is better myself, but if anyone's got a... Thank you, Will. So we got our mushrooms all nicely sauteed and somewhat browned. Is it Will? I haven't looked. It was tied when I last looked. And actually, I'm not going to look at it right now. I'm going to wait until the end of stream and pick a winner. I'll give it a little bit longer and see if we get a rush for one or the other, since it was close earlier. But tuna for dessert. For the record, I did get as close as looking at main chat and Discord. I didn't click over to the vote channel yet. Actually, we want to keep that going for gravy. So you were going to be back here.
can use this. Yeah. So in the pan over here on the left that I did all the mushrooms in, I have some purchased beef broth or beef stock. It's really beef stock regardless what they want to market it as, in my opinion. And I'm gonna pour about 3 times as much gravy as I want there. Allow that to start cooking down, reducing. Now we're starting to get a little bit of color on those onions. And start preheating the oven for our veggies. Set that to 400. Grab ourselves a conveniently already parchmented hotel pan. Mushrooms, onions, carrots, and broccoli ready to go. Tuna Rice Krispies? Really? Really? I look back on it as an adult and realize the kid was probably looking for attention, maybe had some issues in his life. He was sort of an eccentric kid. But the idea of tuna rice Krispies, in my mind, reminded me of the kid that I knew in junior high that on a daily basis, not like one time as a stunt, but regularly would put ketchup on their brownies. Getting to the point where I'm gonna have to pay more attention to these so they don't stick and don't cook too much.
I'm also going to start the potatoes cooking back here. Please light burner. There we go. And then you went out immediately. I wish I could do like a photo comparison beginning to end. I mean, the amount of mushrooms that I chopped end up being that. And 2 whole onions. I mean, granted, they were small to medium-sized onions by my standards, but 2 onions resulting in that. And that's still reducing. I am going to put a lid on the potatoes. I meant for that to happen. So welcome in, everyone. I'm having a lovely Zinfandel. Cooking some mushrooms. You got some onions on the stove. We're reducing stock for gravy. We got veggies ready to go in the oven. And I'm just about to get started with the beef. I sort of want to make this into 2 different patties. 2 half, roughly, I forget what I didn't look what the weight was on this, but I'm assuming it was roughly a 1 pound package. And so these should be roughly 1 pound patties if I equally distribute things. And give these a splash of the beef stock too, instead of water this time. And continuing to just cook them down. So I grabbed the breadcrumbs. Oops, that was a bit heavy there to start, so a few of those. Bit of salt, or rather, not salt, pepper. Don't want salt mixed in the center of this. And then a little Leon Perkins. A1 if you prefer that for your steak flavors. I don't have any of that in the house. Actually, this might be hard to mix in, but we'll add a little Marmite in there too. Again, if only to use it up so I can get some Vegemite instead. And then trying to keep everything somewhat loose, hamburger style. You still want the texture of the ground beef. Then repeat the process with the other half. Make sure our onions aren't sticking. They're sounding like they're sticking. Careful doing that. We're getting down to the point where these are rather sugary and sticky. Pepper. Garlic. That's our oven beeping, letting us know that it's ready for those veggies. When I'm ready to put the veggies in there, and let's crumble the last of this beef in there. That bit more Marmite. That was maybe a bit healthier than the first batch. Again, want to use it up anyways. Vegemite's so much better. Now, Vegemite Rice Krispies, that sounds like an interesting project. We did have someone in the Discord recommend Vegemite as an ingredient challenge. And I'm sort of torn on this one because I've already done Vegemite once. And I normally am like, yeah, I've done that, been there, done that when it comes to ingredient challenges. It's been over a year. I'm a little like, it's been a year. We can repeat over a year, maybe? I don't know. It depends. I don't want to have to start keeping track of stuff there, is the real thing. Oh, breadcrumbs. Yay, Roxy. Alright, so these are ready to sear off a bit later. We got our 2 Salisbury steak buns, steak burgers, steaks, whatever you want to call them. Give my hands a good wash up after handling all the meat, even though I got it on the pepper grinder and probably half dozen other things already. Preventing cross-contamination is so ridiculously hard. I would think it's almost impossible in a home kitchen, but in commercial kitchens it's at least as bad, but at least they can put policies and other thing in place that help, and systems that don't work in a home kitchen because they work with scale. I'm gonna go ahead and throw the veggies in. Getting there with those onions. Those onions are starting to look nice. How are we looking back here? Are we boiling back here? No, we're not. And then this is not traditional to an open-faced sandwich. In fact, it's not even sandwich bread. But I think it's like the perfect scenario for doing this myself at home. I'm going to use like slider buns or dinner rolls. We do sheet pan dinner rolls, sort of a thing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take half of this set of buns, and we're just going to cut the tops off of them and give them a nice sear. So you get some nice browning and a nice thick base to it. And then you have extra rolls. Like just about every time that I've been someplace that has an open-faced sandwich, it's an open-faced sandwich, but they still serve you like toast on the side on top of the bread on the bottom. And so we got some rolls there to sort of sop all the goodness up. Got Rice Krispies on the top ledge of my knife drawer. So I'm just basically taking the tops off of these. Then we'll toast this, and then this will be dipping, and if I run out, we got another half. For our gravy over here, I need to pull out the scale. Okay, 27.6. This will work. It's what I had in the beef in before, but tear. And then 27.6 we need, which I probably won't exactly get, but roughly. Okay. And turn the heat off on the onions. Just let them hang out in that nice warm pan. And give them one more scrape up, make sure they're not sticking. That is now less than 1 onion from the start of 2 onions. So those onions have reduced more than 50%. Even with the addition of liquid. And then over here, we have our butter that I am going to mash into flour. Equal amounts. And the idea is we want to get all of those little bits of butter mixed with the flour, which will shorten the cooking time from your typical brew. You need about 20 minutes to get rid of the flour flavor. You mix it through this way, and it shortens that. Still probably requires more cook time than, say, using cornstarch or potato starch. But it's butter. Butter's flavor. All right, so that's all nicely mixed together. Turning the heat off on that liquid and on the potatoes. Let the potatoes just hang out since they're boiling nicely. that sauce is almost thickened all on its own. I don't think that I need all of that I just mixed. But we'll see what we need. Take maybe half of that. And then we'll rehydrate it a bit. And because I want to use it up, throw a little Marmite in there. That was still too much. As this is heating up, it's still thickening up a bit more than I wanted to, so I have even more stock in there. I did reduce this more than I intended to originally. Just dealing with other stiffs. A little bit more. Alright, that's looking nice right there. I'm gonna add some other goodies in, a little pepper. And a bit of garlic. Just a hint when it comes to garlic. You got some nice rosemary in the house. You might let that sit in there for a good 30 seconds or so and infuse. Turn the heat off on that now and just let that sit. This last little bit of butter I'm going to whisk in there just before we're finishing up. We got our onions looking pretty. I'm gonna actually, I'm just gonna pull these off of the stove for a moment. Nice hot pan. It's already warmed a little bit from the oven. We're gonna warm that up nicely and use this to sear our beef. Taste this, make sure it's not too salty. Oh, that's tasting lovely. Butter will open up a little bit. Okay. Waiting for the butter before I add the mushrooms and the onions in there. Now we add the salt to our beef just before we put it into the pan. Made the last minute decision there to put the smaller one on the higher heat side, because we need a little longer to cook this slightly larger one. I don't know, maybe that's backward thinking. Vino. Gonna go ahead and add the butter in with the gravy. Salt the other side on these beauties. and give them a flip, see how they're looking on the other side. And since we got our butter in with our gravy, we can add our mushrooms. And our onions. Those onions, final product there. About halfway done on our veggies. Take a look at those. Those are looking nice. I think they're going to be working out okay with another 20. Getting there with these burgers. I call them burgers, steaks. I don't know, what do you want to call them? We got our flame off with that though, so that's just carryover cooking it this time. They're looking like they're just about there as far as doneness. Sort of wish I had a couple more of these now. I got this cutesy powdered sugar shaker. Sort of sitting here thinking, I wish I had one of those for baking soda to just do over meats. You know, the whole, it does better job browning and all that jazz.
And now in this lovely pan, we can sear off our bread. Turn that on to medium low, but still hot pan. We'll set that down into the leftover juices from the beef. Get all that deliciousness in there. And I'm forgetting my stuff for my mashed potatoes. Actually, I still need that there. Don't need you here. We can put you up here. Since I have the broth and want to use it up, throw a little bit of the beef broth in there with our... This is also a good health tip, anyone trying to reduce their dairy or reduce the amount of butter that they're putting in with their potatoes. Substitute some stock, especially vegetable stock. I'll add some of my seasoning for the potatoes in with this too. Do our pepper, MSG, salt, and garlic. Light garlic. I don't like a ton of garlic in my potatoes, but I do like a hint. Other people may add nutmeg or I don't know, all sorts of things. People put all sorts of stuff in their taters. Europeans love to put all sorts of other veggies in there too. Make sure we're not burning our bread yet. Oop, we're close. Sticking. It's not lovely. Oh, went a bit far. Actually, I don't know if we went too far, if it was just color from the beef there. I'm okay with that. Some people may say that's burnt. I'm okay with that. And so we'll take our big boy, throw him right on top of there. Waste not, want not with all those juices coming off of that. Save the other for the other half.
No, that's not too pleasant to hold on to for several minutes. Use the lid to drain off the taters. Taters ready to go. We're just waiting on this to finish heating up here. I'm gonna add a bit of half and half in there. Almost there, folks. Another 10 minutes. 10 minutes on our roasted veggies. I'm making some dishes tonight. All right, I think we're warm enough on this. Gonna add this loveliness in with our potatoes. Along with another good shake of salt. Or pinch. And then it's mashing time. Loosening this up just a little bit before we add a little bit more. It's a bit too thick. Even with me using less thickener, it was too much. This is going to be lovely now, though. Just let that warm up a couple of moments. Let's take a look and see if I can't steal these veggies out here a minute or two earlier, because everything else is basically ready here. I think we can do that. Alright, heat's back on our gravy. And so we'll finish things up with our roasted veggies, which are looking nice. Got a nice toast on them. And if you've been following along, you know you had all sorts of lovely spice on these. I think I'm going to put all of them on here. Hand is starting to get a bit warm on my hand, though, even with the hand towel. There we go, folks. We have dinner. We have our Salisbury steak open face sandwich. Got our mashed potatoes, roasted veggies, some bread to sop up the leftovers. And a lovely zin. Like, I haven't talked about this zin much. I did a little when I first opened it, but I am enjoying this because it doesn't have that. It used to be that I really enjoyed that barrel spice and pepper, and now I find it just a little too conflicty for foods and stuff like that. So this is nice because I'm getting a lot of that sort of leathery funk going on there, along with some really ripe fruit, dark fruit. So that's lovely Zinfandel. I don't remember what I paid for this, but it's a tasty one. So, I've left the Discord until now. Let's see what we got going on in the Discord with the weekly dinner vote here. It looks like we have a winner with tuna. So tuna has won this week. So tomorrow night, I'm going to be cooking with tuna. You know, I'm having distinct memories of making tuna salad on this stream. I'm wondering if tuna already won this too. If anyone's got a moment, you might look back in the history and see if tuna has won this. Let's see what we got on our food memes. We got something new posted over here. Size of the donut hole. That was my addition earlier today. Alright, folks. So I don't have to do a coin flip. So tomorrow night, I'm gonna have to figure out what to do with tuna for dessert. Yeah, I don't know about that one. By the way, everyone go and buy a Powerball ticket. Everyone gonna be a billionaire. I know it's over $1 billion. I don't know what it was, like 1.2? Something ridiculous like that. I mean, granted, the odds are something like 1 in 250 million to 1. Oh, let's see here. Who's on the line tonight? There's someone I haven't seen in a little while here. Let's go say hello to a old friend who actually developed a fair number of my earlier emotes, my first emotes. Be back one moment. Gotta run back to the back room. Not that you can really see that I went to the back room, but I went to the back room. Alright, I'm gonna send all you lovely folks off to go hang out. Let's check that this works first. It didn't. I have to reload the page. Why is Twitch doing this to me these days? I'm going to send all of you lovely folks to go hang out with the amazing, very silly hats, a pixel art artist. It sounds like he's got a new game to work with. He's been doing some pixel art for various games, and I don't know the situation on all of them. It looks like he's got a new one to work with. It's been a minute since he's been streaming, so I hope you go give him a hello and a welcome back to Twitch. And I hope to see you back here tomorrow night when I have to cook with tuna. Thanks, chat. Like, thanks. Love y'all. See you tomorrow night. Good night.